I am alive. So they tell me, unless I am dreaming. Which case, wait, no, not dreaming. I'm dead and like this is heaven, in which case it hurts more than I expected. I can't smile too much. But
oh, followers, this is me in heaven.
Yes, vlogging from heaven. What's good?
Same apartment, new looks.
Oh no, maybe this is hell. But Wi-Fi is pretty good, so it's not too bad. There's construction going on, which is just fabulous for napping. Doing good. Feeling way better than I expected. I thought I would feel like death this first day, but I actually just feel like my tooth hurts. But I've been keeping up with the Advil Tylenol combo, whatever it's called, so that's probably why. But anyway, good news is I should be able to do plenty of writing, as long as this is the max level. I've heard sometimes it gets a little worse before it gets better, so we will see how that goes. And so far, the most annoying thing that I didn't expect is that I can't spit, so I have so much saliva in my mouth and it's nasty, and so I've been using a tissue to soak it up. And that's the worst part so far. But I got to keep my teeth. I won't show because that's probably really gross. I don't even know where they are, honey. The tooth fairy's not gonna come.
They're on the kitchen table.
But Zach got me flowers. He's been such a good caretaker. So he napped on the job. Woke up, he was sleeping, so thanks. But swelling I think is good. It's hard to tell. I have a very round face anyway, so I don't know what's swollen and what's just my face. But yeah, overall doing good. Just want to let you know, guys, that I was alive. Over now. Hey guys! Sorry, I'm not like upset, I just can't smile. So I've been saying to Zach all day, like, just so you know I'm smiling. I actually don't know if I can smile, I'm just afraid to try, but to give a quick update, I am feeling amazing. So far the whole recovery has been 1,000 times better than I feared. I have virtually no pain. I'm still kind of swollen, it looks like. But the Advil, ibuprofen, Tylenol, whatever I'm taking, has like eliminated. That hurt a mouse, oh my god. Okay, the pain's been pretty good. So I've been able to get stuff done. I've edited my video. I'm meant to start writing way sooner than I did. I can't talk too easily, sorry. And now it is 1:30 a.m. and I am just like starting my revisions for the day. So it's due in 11.5 hours, or 10.5 hours? Yeah, 10.5 hours. No big deal. But I've slept a lot today. Like a lot. And I had coffee around 5 p.m. because the only pain that was becoming a nuisance was my headache because I didn't have coffee today and I was having like a little caffeine withdrawal. So I finally had coffee. So like, I'm a little tired, but I don't feel tired. Like I feel like I can work efficiently. I'm just that right level of tired where I think I'll do better with writing, if that makes sense. And again, this is for my short story. I don't know if I said that. It's due tomorrow, so hopefully then after I finish the second draft tonight / tomorrow morning, I can just focus on my book for the rest of the week. And I think as long as I don't have like this second wind of pain tomorrow that's worse than today, I should be good to write. I'm feeling pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. Let's get going.
Oh, life ain't a ding dong. If I could take you up in boom boom boom, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Oh my god. I hate myself. I forget how long it takes to go through editorial letters, and I hadn't officially gone through all the letters from my classmates that they first sent. I just finished. It is now 3 a.m. I want to be done with revisions by 4, and I'm only just starting, really. But I got a lot of really great points, and right now I'm torn between changing the villain completely, which I don't think would be that much work. I don't know. Or just keeping it sort of as is and fixing it up. I don't want to say for the sake of time, but just because I'm torn, so why go through the unnecessary change if I don't really know yet? I guess I'll keep it in the back of my mind and just move forward for the second draft how it is, and then maybe present to the class my idea of a new villain and see what they say during my workshop next week. It looks like for the changes I want to make, I don't need to rewrite too much, mostly adding stuff, and I do want to add in a big scene because I just don't have enough. My character isn't in enough physical danger and I need to put her in more physical danger. So I just got an idea for an ending. Yes, I did. Okay, I will do that. That's exciting. Alright, time to start writing.
And I've been down my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Pulling, pulling, pulling an all-nighter. Does anyone else know where that's from? It is after 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun is going to rise soon. I'm on page 17 out of 24, 21. Doing good. I'm not changing as much as I had ideas to, but I'm kind of just curious to see what people think of this draft before I rehaul it totally. That's also an excuse because I need to be done. But it's definitely better, and I'm actually more invested in it now. So that's good. Good, 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 good. I decided to make her a former detective instead of some other arbitrary career because I thought it added to that mystery that I was looking for. Mystery genre. I mean, sorry, it's really hard to swallow because I don't want to pull up my stitches. Okay, I have to finish. Yep, pulled my first all-nighter. I'm so tired. I'm going to bed. This makes me student now again, right? I just have to share. This is cinnamon, honey, and yogurt. It is so good. I found a recipe for this when I was looking at what you can eat with wisdom teeth removal. Oh my god, you can't even see it, but oh my god, guys, this is so good. This is definitely my favorite go-to yogurt now. Just plain Greek yogurt, honey, cinnamon. Amazing. I'm alive. I don't look cute with my hair pulled back. I know. You don't have to tell me. I thought I'd just turn on the camera. I don't think I turned it on really at all yesterday. I'm still swollen. I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell right here. Especially, I've got like extra chipmunky cheeks, and I already had chipmunk cheeks to begin with. I'm feeling okay. Yesterday was a little bit more painful than my first day, and last night was my first night sleeping through the night, and waking up with no pain meds in my system was pretty much the worst experience so far, but they've kicked in since. So I am going to try to be a little bit more active today. I've been starting to feel a little cross-eyed and like groggy. That has nothing to do with the pain meds and everything to do with doing nothing but watching TV and playing video games for the last 2 days. Though I did write. I barely remember that. But today, I think is Thursday. Oh, my speech is still a little slurred just because like I can't move my mouth very easily. So we're on day 3 of recovery, day 2 of full day recovery. Doing okay. Doing okay. Still not as bad as I thought it would be. Though I do look pretty gross, but I'm excited for my walk. I'm going to listen to an audiobook, maybe brainstorm about my writing, and my plan is for today to be an amazing writing day. I'm feeling more ready to get things done. So step 1, go for a walk. Step 2, clean my apartment. Not just as a procrastination, but because it looks like I haven't done anything in 2 days. And then step 3, ouch, get to writing. Good plan. Let's go. Oh my god, it's the first dandelion sighting next to poop and underwear. Keeping it classy, flimsy. Alright, you guys. It's so interesting. I came back from my walk. Just a simple walk, 1.5 miles, and afterwards I was so tired. Even though I got like a normal amount of sleep last night, it's interesting. It's like, I guess recovery, you really just gotta sleep a lot. It's like my body uses all its energy right now to fix my situation, and it just is draining. And so I just took like, I don't even know when I went down, like 2-hour nap. I'm useless. I'm like a newborn baby. Honestly though, I think I needed this break, not just because of my wisdom teeth, but I needed this like for life. Like I'm finally getting a break and it feels so amazing. Whew. Yeah, if you can spare, take a week off sick time, baby, just do it. But I think I am ready to be a little bit productive. On my walk, I thought I was going to listen to an audiobook, but instead I decided to listen to my Guardians of the Skull soundtrack playlist, whatever you want to call it. And I started thinking more about my story and just what direction I wanted to go, getting myself in that mindset, and that was really helpful. I got some new ideas. And whenever I'm on a walk, when I was first drafting my story, I used to go on walks all the time whenever I was feeling stuck or trying to brainstorm something. Just something about moving while thinking really helps. And I just text myself my ideas. So I texted myself a few ideas and I'm excited to implement them today. I think I am going to wait until nighttime to write, just because I've just been writing at night lately and that's when I feel more in the mood, and I'm just gonna go with it. Also because last night I slept like a full 8 hour, well no, it was like 7 hours. 7 to 8 hours, and it caused my pain meds to wear off, and I woke up feeling like I had 4 teeth missing. Like it hurt really bad, so I kind of want to avoid that again and like just kind of sleep just twice, you know, maybe like 5 hours sleeping and then like 4 hours napping in the day. I don't know, I'm terrified to sleep through the night. Like I said, I'm like a newborn baby right now, but Zach is gonna be home soon. It was his first day gone. I definitely missed having him here. I definitely ate a lot less because I didn't have someone getting me food. But that's life, baby. I think I'm due for another round of Advil. Oh, and I wanted to say, sorry, that's all I'm talking about. I swear I'm gonna stop soon, but it's literally like all that's going on in my life right now, so. But we're gonna go back to writing. I'm not gonna bring it up anymore. That's probably a lie. I won't bring it up as much. It's a good thing I'm not self-conscious about my looks anymore. I was just reading my pamphlet, guys, and like my recovery pamphlet. I know I said I wasn't gonna talk about it anymore. I'm sorry. This is my life right now. But the swelling hits its peak on day like 3 to 5. So I haven't even hit my peak yet. Which makes sense. I think I'm actually less swollen, and it's just more so that I can't extend my mouth. So it looks worse than it is. I am a little poofy, but I just can't do a full smile yet. It's like a grimace. But it is now past midnight. Apparently my writing prime time these days. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do at least a page, but I'm kind of just going to see how much I get done. I don't know. Hoping more than a page. What am I even supposed to be at right now? I don't even want to know. I'm supposed to be at 12 pages or 11 pages. We'll get there. I can tell I'm ready to feel productive again to society. Just because today, like, I don't know, I've hit the wall and I caved. I did something super naughty, guys. I had pizza. If you're wondering how, very, very carefully. I had one slice of pizza cut into these little tiny slithers, and it took me like half an hour to eat it. Yep, all my front teeth. And I have to say, like, it wasn't that enjoyable. I mean, it was good, and it definitely kicked the craving, but pizza just needs to be devoured, and I couldn't devour it, so. And I just realized my headphones match my shirt today. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna put on my playlist and write. Maybe work on my outline if I feel inspired. We'll see what happens. Very red. That's okay. I'm getting loopy. So I was working and realized, okay, real talk. I think I've mentioned this before in some of my former videos, but when I had yet to start actually writing, it was just my dream to be a writer. And I'd only written a couple chapters of things before, not ever finishing a draft. I didn't understand how people had plot holes, how they mix up their own story. And I've definitely talked about this before, but it's oh my god, I get it now, because your mind changes constantly on what you want to do. And so I was just going through one of my outlines. I have quite a few versions, and I caught that there was something I meant to do in chapter 2, which I'm working on now, that I completely have forgotten about. And it's such a brilliant idea, and I was like, oh, thank god I wrote it down. So I just spent a lot of time going over my outline again, and I know I'm beating a dead horse saying this. Ooh, my throat's getting sore. I'm not used to talking this much. But tomorrow, my big goal is going to be to re-outline, and I don't think I'm going to do the whole book, because I've kind of been going in chunks, and I kind of like it because it gives me this flexibility of writing, working on it, seeing kind of what comes out organically from that, while also still having direction. So instead of sitting down and outlining the entire thing, I'm kind of just outlining the chapter ahead while keeping in mind the general ending. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm at. And another thing I really have to do that I've been avoiding is going through all my texts that I text myself and putting them in my outline, all my notes, because there's a lot. There's a lot. A lot of them are just quotes that come to me, but I have some good notes and some contradictory notes. So I have to figure out what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to lose. Basically, I need to do a huge organization overhaul because it's just getting to be too many versions of things are floating around. Whew, I am puffing up bad, guys. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to bed. Good plan for tomorrow. I am really over this wisdom tooth thing. Recovery. I was telling Zach, I'm just over it. This is not fun. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought, and I consider myself very, very lucky. I'm not in pain or anything, but it's just such a hindrance. You don't realize how much you enjoy eating, and just being able to move my mouth and not having to do salt rinses 4 times a day, those kill me. It makes me so thirsty, and I just want to be able to give myself a really good toothbrush, brushing. But right now it's I'm just trying to get in there. I'm complaining now, and I'm talking about my teeth, which I said I wasn't gonna do, but I'm over it. I want to be healed. It's only day 3. Look at me. I'm so poof poof. Poof poof poof. Okay, good night. Happy Friday. I think it's Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Zach told me my hair looks really good today, and I think that's because I haven't been outside in so long. It hasn't been subject to Boston pollution. And yeah, so it's looking good. And I can smile again, sort of. getting there. I'm doing so much better today. I'm less swollen, still a little swollen, I can just tell. But I didn't really need pain meds today. I took some ibuprofen to help with my swelling, but that was it. I know, I'm so interesting. I wanted to say though, loud chair. Are we done? So obviously I've been resting a lot these last few days. It's day 4. This was day 4 of like total rest and relaxation for me, other than like not being able to chew food. And other than having something due Wednesday that I had to stay up really late for on Tuesday night, but that was completely my fault. I haven't had anything expected from me. You know, I have this time off work, I'm on sick time. No events coming up this weekend, nothing to prepare for. I'm caught up on my homework, turned everything in, and so obviously I have Camp NaNoWriMo going on, but I've kind of let myself, I've been a bit easy on myself, as everyone's been telling me to do. And guys, I feel so rejuvenated in a way that, like, I've had plenty of weekends off, obviously, and I've definitely had plenty slug Sundays and Saturdays, as I call it, but to have just this length of time, these 4 days, where there's just no expectations, no commitments, nothing is expected of me other than just like remembering to feed myself and drink water. It's so strange, and like, oh, it's sad that it's strange, isn't it? But it's different from the weekend where you feel like you have to catch up and you're like, oh, I have all this stuff I should be doing. Whereas this is like, not that expectation's not there because, you know, I'm in recovery or whatever, and everyone is saying take it easy and whatnot. And I have to say, it's my first time experiencing how important that is, and I feel so fortunate that I had this opportunity. I think I really needed it. I was feeling so burnt out this semester, especially. And I know not everyone gets that opportunity. Like, for example, I'm not a parent, so it's not like you can just take a day off that. So I feel very fortunate, and I guess my point is, if you have the same opportunity, even if it just means taking a few days off work and just having no expectations of yourself, if you have the opportunity, I completely think you should take it if you need it, because I think that is a huge reason why my recovery has been so smooth. And then to relate it to writing, because that's what this video is about, I've felt like my mind has been so much clearer to think. Even working on my short story as I did on Tuesday, like just having that full day of rest and napping, I felt like because I wiped my mind of everything else going on in my life and just focused at the one thing at hand, the solution just was that much more clear, and I was able to channel that more. I think a lot of people felt a lot of pity for me, and trust me when I say, like, I think this is the best thing that could happen to me. Having this like reason to just kind of wipe my mind. I feel very wiped. I feel like I've gone to like a 3-day spa, even though it's just been my apartment and my couch and this chair, playing a lot of Sims, I admit, and watching lots of Murder, She Wrote, because I've already watched it all the way through once, but I felt like doing it again. Anyway, that was a really roundabout way of saying I'm ready to tackle my extended outline. Oh, and I mopped my floor because procrastination. I feel like I'm constantly doing duck lips because I can't really pull my cheeks back. But I'm getting better, see? This looks good, almost natural. And I can open my mouth all the way again. Very exciting stuff. Big improvements going on here. Exciting. Oh, and I just wanted to add, because I just came to the realization when I was sitting here, I think another reason my hair looks so healthy is because I haven't been running my fingers through my hair. Like when I'm stressed or like thinking or whatever, I run my fingers through my hair constantly and it gets it really greasy, especially in the roots. And you can see it is like not greasy at all because I have had zero stress. So there's been zero hair touching. I just realized because I touched it for like the first time just now and I was like, oh, Fun fact for you. I should stop touching my hair so much. Okay. Can you tell I haven't had anyone to talk to for the last few days? How do people not have blue faces when they're filming in front of their computer? I don't get it. Because they film during the day. Just got it. Okay. Moving along now. So I'm gonna start tonight's session doing something I haven't actually done yet during camp, which I don't really know why. I kind of just had notes on where I wanted my story to go next, and I was so focused on going forward that I didn't want to delay that by going backwards. But what I'm trying to say is I haven't read what I've written in a while. So I'm going to take some time and read the 30-odd pages, 33 pages I've written so far, and just make sure I have in my mind what I've changed and what I haven't changed. Because otherwise the story is going to become a hot mess real fast. So let's get to that. Pause. I just finished the first half of the chapter. Oh my god. Okay, bright side is that obviously I am learning things from my classes. I am hopefully always growing, but just reading back what I wrote. When did I write this? It would have been 6 months ago-ish, just last semester. I like it, but I already see like, oh, it can be tightened here, this should be reworded, like it's dragging on too much, like it doesn't make sense to have essentially what feels like 2 epilogues the way it's written right now. Oh my god, am I ever gonna be happy with the first chapter? This is like getting insane. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's not bad, but just especially now being in a class focused on suspense and fast-paced writing, it feels like a slow beginning. But it's not, but it just feels so much slower than what I've been doing. So I guess I'm learning things from my classes. That's the good news. The bad news is I know I'm gonna have to do it again. Or not completely do it, but it's gonna get tightened a lot before the final draft, for sure. Revising is so fun, you guys. It is just a blast, let me tell you. I'm having so much fun. So the good news is, in my opinion, the rest of the chapter was perfectly fine. Or good. It was an enjoyable read. And just the beginning epilogue-ish, I don't know, it's just kind of awkward. You can tell that I wrote it at a different time, but I'm not going to get hung up on it anymore. The best way to improve your writing is to keep writing, and so I am just going to work forward, finish this freaking second draft, and then worry about the beginning later. Next semester I have to do an independent study one-on-one with a professor, and I don't know exactly what they're gonna let me do. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm hoping they let me finish a second draft. That might be too big of a project for this semester though. Like they might not let me do that much, but I know they let you do like a certain number of chapters, so maybe they'll just let me rework the beginning, because that's the part I feel most insecure about. I think that's probably true for most authors, that you feel most insecure about your beginning because you know how much pressure is on with your beginning. So if I could get one-on-one feedback for like 4 months working on making my first chapter perfect, that would be good. But obviously I still want to finish my second draft this year. I have to finish my second draft this year because I have to have my final draft done by spring. Ah, scary. Okay. Anyway, I finished my read through. I'm glad that I did it because there were a couple things I had forgotten that I had tweaked, and I like what I ended up doing. But but it's good that it's more fresh in my mind. I meant to do this today, going through all of my notes, reorganizing, just cleaning up everything, because it's right now just spread through all these Google Docs and notebooks and text messages. I didn't get a chance to do it today. I was more cleaning my apartment, but that's definitely going to be tomorrow's project, because I feel like at this point I can't move forward without cleaning up everything I've done so far. Yeah, good plan. Good plan. My biggest thing with wanting to do a page a day was wanting to get into the daily habit of sitting down and working on my story for an hour and wanting to actually make progress. So it's a little frustrating that I feel like I have to almost rewind and clean up what I've done so far in order to move forward. But you know what? If there's one thing that this week has taught me, it's that it's okay to allow yourself recovery time and to be gentle. But I am curious, how do you guys feel about your beginnings? Do you always like have no problem writing your beginning and moving forward, or are you like me and like the beginning eats you alive? And like, I feel like such a broken record. Like this whole year I've been talking about nothing except my first chapter, and I finally have moved past it, and now I'm looking back at it, I'm like, oh god, it still needs work. My professor though, he's writing a book right now for my suspense fiction class, and he said he's written his first chapter over 50 times. 50 times. So it's a thing. I guess if you're like me, don't be afraid. It's a thing, because I think everyone knows how important that first chapter is. But I will say that it's completely pointless to spend so much time on it that you never write the rest of the book. So I'm going to follow my own advice and just move forward, because I think the scene is what I want it to be. The general feel and information dumped is what I want it to be. I think it just needs a lot of tightening. So good stuff. I think I just need to go back when I'm even better of a writer to fix it. I don't know what I'm saying. It's late. Good night, everybody. Happy Monday, the day of Moms. No, that's not a thing. Okay. I did not pick up the camera this weekend, I don't believe, even once. And the reason for that, well, actually there's two reasons. One, I had a lot of catching up to do in one of my classes. I watched the entire season 5 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer for my class. Yes, I take awesome classes. And I had a paper due Sunday night. And I was gonna film me doing that, but it's like, how much empty footage of me writing do you need? Especially if it's not for me working on my story. So I didn't, but I did finish it. Even though Game of Thrones premiered, it was the most evil thing a teacher has ever done. But I was still kind of able to watch it. And now today's Monday. We are pretty much wrapping up week 2. I kind of started on Monday before, so I thought we can extend it to Monday. Today's the last day of my sick leave. And today I have my workshop for my second draft of my short story. I'm also wearing makeup for the first time in a week. I'm working on some editor letters for my other classmates who have their workshop today as well. And then tonight, we have to get back to writing a lot. My whole plan for this week was to catch up writing. Didn't quite happen. Lots of things happened. Oh, that was the other reason I did not turn on the camera this weekend. I got sick, which, let me tell you, wisdom teeth recovery plus a cold. Like, I was doing perfectly fine, as you guys know, but then with a cold on top of it and having a sore throat, and I couldn't use like a lozenge, like, oh my god, and I was so mad at Zach. I don't know if I actually got a cold. At first I blamed Zach because he has a really bad cold right now, but I recovered really quickly, so I'm wondering if it was just allergies. That, or maybe I just recovered quickly because I've been like just sleeping nonstop. But yes, I don't want to end this vlog on this unproductive, sad writing week. Even though I did get some writing done, but I want to end it on a high note. So tonight, guys, I'm going to do my own little solo sprint. I don't know if there's any sprints going on right now, but that's my plan. everybody. So as you can see, I am home today. It is now Wednesday and I really wanted to wrap up this video so it's not too long. I really wanted to come on here and film another writing session before I close it out, just because this week writing wise wasn't great. I thought I was gonna get way more writing done, but people warned me I wouldn't and I didn't listen. But my plan was Tuesday night, was it Tuesday or Monday night, I was gonna get a bunch of writing done, finish re-outlining, and then some family stuff happened, unfortunately. I won't get into it, but everyone's okay health-wise. It just... and then yesterday I got really sick. I had been feeling my cold coming on and it really hit with full force yesterday, and so I went to bed like right after class. And then this morning I had a situation with one of my teeth. I knew this recovery was going way too smooth, but essentially, once again, without going into too much detail, one of my clots or something decided not to be a clot anymore, and I woke up and it was like something from a horror movie. It was disgusting, and I think I frightened myself and Zach because it was gross. Trust me. So I just got back from my emergency dental appointment, and yeah, everything's okay. I'm basically back to square one with one of my teeth. It has to reclot and do everything, and I am home. Fun. Anyway, however, I'm not going to leave this video on a downer note, on a depressing note. To sum up this week, I got a lot of writing done. I finished revising my second draft of my short story completely, and my teacher loved my revisions. And my classmates loved my revisions, so that's good. Like, I have a few more tweaks to do, but basically it's much better than it was. And I did 2 editor letters and editing. I did some writing, some re-outlining on my novel, but obviously I want that to be way further progressed. So I have some good news though. This Saturday, April 20th, my cabin mates and I are doing a write-a-thon, a 12-hour write-a-thon. So I think I'm going to start my write-a-thon and have the live writing sprint be the end of it. So our sprint is starting 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time zone. But I will include the link to where it's going to be down below. It's gonna be live on YouTube with me and a bunch of my other cabin mates. I'm so excited. And so I'm going to wake up Saturday morning and start writing for 12 hours. So be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll also be vlogging it, of course. But if you want to see more live updates as I go throughout my day, probably gonna go a little crazy. But I do plan in those 12 hours to be well caught up, to get well caught up. And hopefully more. In 12 hours, I think I can do a lot. I have written, honestly, I've written 20 pages before, and I think it took me 6 hours, maybe 8 hours. I don't remember. But I can definitely do it. I can definitely catch up. So I'm so excited. I have to do like 15 pages to get caught up. Yeah. So be sure to tune in for that and live sprint with us. With me live. You'll see how awkward I am in real life, in person, without being able to edit my videos, so that's fun. And I swear I'll wear makeup, just for you guys. Alright, that's it for this week. How did your week 2 go? I hope it was way better than mine in every way, shape, and form. But do not worry, fellow campers. We are only halfway. There's so much time left to catch up and to also start failing if you've been doing well so far. So don't let your guard down. That's all I'm saying. Alright, bye guys. Come to our live sprint Saturday, April 20th. Do it. Do it.